huge news for this one. There's new leaks coming out. So many leaks. Oh, I love leaks. They are fantastic in Asian cooking. These particular leaks, though, are to do with next year's anniversary special, when Doctor Who turns 60 and can no longer trust its own farts. It seems that Russell has pulled the old 7th Doctor switcheroo on us. While we were all agonising over who will be the 14th Doctor, indeed, we needn't have bothered, because whosoever it is who replaces Jodie may not actually show up that much next year. According to these new leaks, next year's Doctor Who will be given over to a series of specials, starring David Tennant, Matt Smith, and possibly even 9 and 12. These specials will likely be unseen adventures from each Doctor's respective eras, all connecting in some way, ending in a Multi Dictor Extravaganza of the modern era. This is the sort of thing that Big Finish does all the time, and I am really excited about this. This sort of thing hasn't really been done in the show since the 20th anniversary special, The 5 Doctors, which featured 5 Doctors kind of sort of. They got 2, 3, 5, and the resurrected corpse of the first Doctor. They used makeup to make him look like Richard Herndl for some reason. It also includes stock footage of 4 because Tom Baker couldn't really be fucked doing it. He doesn't really play nice with other Doctors. He sort of saw himself as the one and only Doctor back then, and he didn't want to cope with other people who played the same part. But you may be thinking to yourself, oh yeah mate, yeah, this is probably just some Twitter post or Reddit shit. Yeah mate, take it with a metric fuck ton of salt, yeah? Yeah, nah mate, this is from The Sun. The pinnacle of tabloid journalism integrity that gets everything right all the time. Well, not everything, but they've been right about Doctor Who stuff. They were the first to leak the new Master, so you know they're accurate. And they've got a TV insider which just screams legitimacy. According to our TV insider, the BBC wanted something unique to mark 6 decades of Doctor Who. And while getting all the former Time Lords together will be a challenge, it's one Russell might just achieve. After all, he's the man responsible for signing up Christopher and David back in 2005. And he is one of the few people who might convince them to come back again. David, yes. He's still doing Doctor Who to this day. He's been doing Big Finish for half a decade at this point. Christopher would be a bit more of a challenge. As awesome as I think it would be, I don't think it's very likely that they can get them all. Christopher has obvious issues with returning to the visual medium, and there's still a lot of bad blood between him and RTD and the production team that RTD was heading, which seems to be returning for the new RTD era. So to say if anyone could convince him it'd be Russell seems a little bit ignorant of the reason why he left the show in the first place. But Eccleston has been killing it with the audios lately with Big Finish. I mean, honestly, it seems like since last year they've been releasing 1 box set a month. It's brilliant. He's doing a fantastic job. So who knows, he may come back for the right price and a written and signed apology from RTD, but he may just be willing to offer his voice, which could also work. They could say they got stuck in a time eddy, I mean it worked before, and can only communicate with them through the TARDIS telephone or something. Another issue is Capaldi, who is on record saying that he has no interest in returning to Doctor Who, period, not even for specials. He views the show as an allegory for death. It's part of the reason why he likes it. He said that he had his time on the show, and to return in any capacity would cheapen it somehow. If you want to see an episode that perfectly exemplifies this, watch Heaven Sent, a beautiful allegory for overcoming grief after the death of a loved one. If you want to see an episode that completely dismantles this idea, burns it down, pisses on the ashes, and then pastes pieces of Neverland to itself, I suggest that you watch Hellbent. It's the episode that comes immediately after that one. I mean, it's entirely up to him. He may be able to be convinced, but he's in high demand at the moment, so scheduling may be an issue. Same with Smith, actually. But I really do hope I'm wrong. These leaks really do put previous leaks into perspective, like, for example, David Tennant returning along with Kathleen Tate. Instead of him returning as a new incarnation of the Doctor, we get a whole lot of new unseen stories. Not only from him, but from each Doctor of the modern era. I really do hope they go all out with this. The surviving classic Doctors are all doing audio dramas to this day. Their voices haven't really changed much and they're professionals at what they do. If they could find a way to include them through stock footage and new recordings, it could be a massive celebration of everything that makes the show great, past, present and future. And exactly what the show needs at the moment. The Jodie era, as much as I hate to say it, has caused a lot of fans to leave the show. It's gained a lot of them too, but nowhere near as many as it's lost and pissed off. I'm going to use the Star Wars analogy again. Before the sequels came out, a lot of fans hated the prequels. For those of us who were around while they were coming out, this opinion was very common. They had a different feel, a different tone, and for a lot of fans of the original trilogy, they felt like a massive drop in quality and overall big enough of a letdown to make long, in-character video essays about how terrible they are by comparison.
Oh my god, what's wrong with your face?
Disney had a lot to prove, so they brought in a guy who wrote for the original movies and made a film heavily based off the original Star Wars, with plot elements from the rest of the trilogy, to show that they could actually make something that looks and feels like Star Wars did. That's what they're doing here. They brought back an old showrunner, they're bringing back old Doctors, to make something that looks and feels like Doctor Who did in more popular eras. to remind the lost and apathetic fans of just how wonderful the show is and can still be. Let's just hope they stick the landing with this one, because Disney really fucked up. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think that this is going to happen? Do you think it's a good idea? And are you keen to watch it? Leave something in the comments. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. I haven't been reminding people to click the bell, so you're probably not getting reminders for my videos. You really should click the bell. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I am going to... Well, I'm not going to do anything, but you really should like and subscribe because I make really awesome content. Come on. Come on. Please.